Today we will talk about marketing research. Marketing research involves the systematic collection, recording, analysis, and interpretation of data to aid decision makers in the field of marketing. Its primary objective is to gather information that enables firms and organizations to understand their customers better and make informed decisions regarding their products, services, or ideas. By collecting data directly from customers, marketing research helps firms establish a link between themselves and their target market. This data-driven approach allows companies to gain insights into customer preferences, behaviors, and needs. With a thorough understanding of their customers, firms can develop and deliver products and services that are tailored to meet those specific needs and preferences. Marketing research helps companies identify market trends, consumer demographics, buying patterns, and competitive landscapes. This information is invaluable for making strategic decisions regarding market segmentation, product development, pricing strategies, distribution channels, and promotional activities. By aligning their offerings with customer preferences and market dynamics, firms can increase their chances of success in the marketplace. Furthermore, marketing research also enables firms to monitor customer satisfaction and gather feedback on their products or services. Through surveys, focus groups, online reviews, and social media monitoring, companies can gather valuable insights on how customers perceive their brand and identify areas for improvement. This customer-centric approach helps businesses enhance their offerings, address customer concerns, and build stronger relationships with their target market. This slide shows the marketing research process. We will discuss each step in detail, but before conducting marketing research, it is crucial to consider various factors and plan the research project in advance. Here's the key points. 1. Understanding the benefits. It is important to determine the potential benefits the company will gain from the research. This involves identifying the specific objectives, such as improving product development, understanding customer preferences, identifying market opportunities, or evaluating the effectiveness of marketing strategies. By clarifying the benefits, the company can assess the value and relevance of the research. 2. Cost analysis. Evaluating the cost of the research helps determine its feasibility. Research costs can include expenses related to data collection, analysis, hiring external research agencies, or acquiring necessary tools and technologies. Assessing the potential expenses and comparing them with the expected benefits allows decision makers to make informed choices about resource allocation. 3. Research size. The scale of the research refers to the scope and extent of data collection and analysis. It can range from small-scale studies focused on a specific market segment or a limited geographic area to large-scale projects covering broader markets or extensive data collection efforts. Determining the appropriate research size depends on the research objectives, available resources, and the level of detail required. 4. Time frame. Estimating the time required for the research project is essential for planning and managing expectations. The duration can vary based on factors such as the complexity of the research objectives, the data collection methods employed, the sample size, and the analysis process. Setting a realistic timeline helps ensure timely completion and allows for effective project management. 5. Planning the research process. Planning the research process in advance is crucial for its success. This involves creating a detailed research plan that outlines the objectives, research methodology, data collection techniques, sample size determination, analysis methods, and timeline. By planning ahead, researchers can anticipate potential challenges, allocate resources efficiently, and minimize the need for unnecessary changes during the research process. Step 1. Defining objectives and research needs. Addressing the questions of what and how are crucial steps in determining whether to conduct research and designing the research project. Let's explore these points further. 1. What? The first question to address is what problem needs to be solved, or what information is required to address a particular problem or issue. This involves clearly defining the research objectives and identifying the specific questions that need to be answered. By understanding the problem or issue at hand, researchers can focus their efforts on gathering the necessary data and insights to address it effectively. 2. Assessing value. Since research can be expensive and time-consuming, it is important to assess the value of a research project. This involves carefully comparing the potential benefits of answering the research questions with the costs associated with conducting the research. By conducting a cost-benefit analysis, researchers can determine whether the expected benefits outweigh the investment required. This assessment helps in making informed decisions about whether to proceed with the research or explore alternative approaches. 3. How? Once researchers have determined what information they need to address a specific problem or issue, the next step is to design a research project that can effectively meet those objectives. This involves considering various factors such as the research methodology, data collection methods, sample size determination, and analysis techniques. The research design should be carefully planned to ensure that it aligns with the research objectives, provides reliable and valid data, and allows for accurate analysis and interpretation. Step 2. Designing the research. The design phase of a marketing research project involves determining the type of data needed and selecting the appropriate research methods to collect that data. The objectives of the project, as established in the previous step, guide this process. In the design phase, researchers consider various factors to determine the most suitable data collection methods. 2 common approaches to apply. 1. Surveys or interviews. Researchers may choose to directly ask people about their experiences, preferences, or satisfaction with products or services. This can be done through surveys conducted online, over the phone, via email, or in-person interviews. Surveys allow researchers to gather specific information from a large number of respondents efficiently and can provide valuable insights into consumer opinions and behaviors. 2. Observational research. Another approach is to monitor customers during the buying process and observe their behaviors, such as the products they choose, how they interact with displays, or their reactions to marketing stimuli. This type of research often involves in-person observation or the use of technology like video cameras or eye-tracking devices. Observational research provides researchers with direct, real-time insights into consumer behavior that may not be captured accurately through self-reported methods. The choice between these methods, or a combination of them, depends on the research objectives, the nature of the research questions, the target audience, and available resources. Researchers must carefully consider the pros and cons of each method to ensure they collect the most relevant and reliable data to address their research objectives effectively. Overall, the design phase of a marketing research project involves determining the type of data needed and selecting the appropriate research methods such as surveys or interviews for direct feedback, or observational research to observe customer behaviors. These methods align with the research objectives and allow researchers to collect valuable insights to inform their decision-making processes. Step 3. Collecting the data. After determining the research objectives and research design, the next step is to determine where to find the necessary data. The types of data required play a significant role in determining the methods used to collect them. Let's delve deeper into this topic. 1. Secondary data. Secondary data refers to information that has been collected before the start of the current research project. These data sources can be external or internal. External secondary data can include market reports, industry publications, government reports, or data from research organizations. Internal secondary data can consist of information from within the organization, such as sales records, customer databases, or previous research findings. Researchers can leverage secondary data to gain insights, establish benchmarks, or provide context for their research objectives. 2. Primary data. Primary data is collected specifically to address the research needs of the current project. This data is gathered directly from individuals or groups and is tailored to the specific research objectives. Common methods for collecting primary data include focus groups, interviews, surveys, observations, or experiments. Primary data collection methods allow researchers to obtain first-hand information that is directly relevant to their research objectives. It's important to note that conducting research with each individual customer is not always feasible due to time and resource constraints. Instead, researchers often employ data collection methods that involve sampling a representative group of customers. By selecting a sample that represents a specific category or target population, researchers can generalize the findings to customers with similar characteristics. This approach allows for efficient data collection while still providing insights that can be applied to a broader customer base. Choosing between secondary and primary data sources depends on several factors, including the availability of existing data, the relevance of the data to the research objectives, and the resources and time constraints of the research project. Researchers should carefully evaluate the data requirements and select the most appropriate sources and methods to ensure they gather relevant and reliable data to address their research objectives effectively. Step 4. Analyzing the data and developing insights. The next step in the marketing research process is analyzing and interpreting the collected data. This step involves transforming raw data into meaningful information that can be utilized by marketing decision makers. Here's a further explanation. 1. Data. Data can be defined as raw numbers, facts, or other realistic information collected during the research process. While data itself may have limited value to marketers, it serves as the foundation for generating meaningful insights. In the context of marketing research, data can be obtained from various sources, such as sales records, surveys, observations, or experiments. 2. Information. When data is analyzed, organized, and interpreted, it is transformed into information. Information is the result of processing the data to derive insights and make it useful for marketing decision makers. This involves extracting patterns, trends, relationships, or other relevant findings from the data. For example, consider the checkout scanner in a store that provides sales data about individual consumer purchases. By categorizing and examining this data, marketers can derive valuable information. They can identify which products and services were frequently purchased together, understand customer preferences, evaluate the effectiveness of in-store promotional activities, or assess the impact of specific marketing strategies on sales performance. Analyzing and interpreting data allows researchers and marketing decision makers to gain insights into consumer behavior, market trends, and the effectiveness of marketing initiatives. This information serves as a basis for making informed decisions and developing effective marketing strategies. It's important to note that data analysis and interpretation involve various techniques, such as statistical analysis, data modeling, data visualization, and qualitative analysis. The choice of analysis methods depends on the nature of the data, research objectives, and the specific insights sought. As you can see, this is an example of marketing research, which is a survey comparing McDonald's and Wendy's. The result indicates both received similar ratings for restaurant cleanliness. McDonald's had lower prices, but Wendy's food was perceived as tasting better. To compete, McDonald's could focus on improving food taste without raising prices. This highlights taste as a crucial factor in consumer preferences. McDonald's should enhance flavor and quality while leveraging its pricing advantage. Balancing affordability and taste is key. By addressing taste, McDonald's can differentiate itself and attract customers who prioritize food quality. Continuous assessment of customer preferences and market research is essential for remaining competitive. Further validation through broader research and consideration of market dynamics is recommended for informed decision-making. Step 5. Developing and implementing an action plan. The final stage of the marketing research process involves preparing and presenting the results to decision makers. A typical marketing research report follows a structured format to effectively communicate the study's objectives, methodology, key insights, analysis, and implications. Here's a breakdown of the components typically included in a marketing research report. 1. Executive summary. The report begins with a concise executive summary that provides a high-level overview of the study. It typically includes the objectives of the research, the methodology employed, and the key insights derived from the analysis. The executive summary serves as a quick reference for decision makers and allows them to grasp the main findings without having to read the entire report. 2. Introduction. The introduction section provides background information about the study, including the objectives, scope, and relevance of the research. It sets the context for the report and helps decision makers understand the purpose and importance of the study. 3. Methodology. This section describes the research methodology used in the study. It outlines the data collection methods, sampling techniques, and any statistical or analytical techniques employed. Providing a clear explanation of the methodology helps establish the credibility and reliability of the research. 4. Analysis and results. In this section, the report delves into the analysis of the collected data and presents the results. It may include tables, figures, charts, or other visual aids to present the findings in a clear and understandable manner. The analysis should be aligned with the research objectives and address the issues examined in the study. 5. Insights and managerial implications. Here, the report interprets the findings and provides insights and recommendations for marketing decision makers. It connects the research results to actionable strategies and highlights the implications for the organization. The insights should be supported by the analysis and aimed at helping decision-makers make informed choices. 6. Conclusions. The report concludes by summarizing the key findings and implications. It may restate the objectives of the study and provide a concise summary of the main insights derived. The conclusions should tie back to the initial research objectives and provide a clear understanding of the overall implications for marketing strategies. 7. Limitations and supplements. This section acknowledges any limitations or constraints that may have affected the research process or the validity of the findings. It may also include supplementary information, such as additional tables, figures, or appendices, to provide more detailed data or analysis for reference. Okay. Now secondary data. In marketing research, the process often begins with a review of relevant secondary data. Secondary data refers to information that has already been collected by someone else for a different purpose but can be useful for the current research project. There are various sources of secondary data that researchers can explore. One option is to access free or low-cost external sources. These sources can include census data, which provides demographic and economic information about a population. Other examples include information from trade associations, industry reports, and articles published in magazines or journals. While these sources are readily available and often inexpensive, they may not always be specific or timely enough to fully address the marketer's research needs and objectives. They provide a general overview but may lack detailed or up-to-date information. To obtain more specific or applicable secondary data, firms can choose to purchase data from specialized research firms. These firms specialize in collecting data on specific industries, markets, or consumer segments. By purchasing secondary data, marketers gain access to more targeted and relevant information that aligns closely with their research objectives. This can provide deeper insights and a more comprehensive understanding of the market. Additionally, secondary data can also be sourced from internal company data. This includes utilizing information from sales invoices, customer lists, financial reports, or any other data that the company generates. Internal sources can provide valuable insights into customer behavior, sales trends, and other relevant information specific to the organization. This data is generated in the normal course of business operations and can be a valuable resource for conducting research. Furthermore, secondary information includes data published by government websites such as the Census and the Statistics Authority. These websites often provide a wealth of information on demographics, economic indicators, and social factors. Marketers can access this data to gain a broader understanding of the market and its dynamics. It's important to note that while secondary data is a valuable starting point, it has its limitations. The data may not be tailored to the specific research needs, could be outdated, or might not fully capture the nuances of the target market. Therefore, it is often necessary to supplement secondary data with primary research methods, such as surveys, interviews, or experiments, to gather more specific and customized information. We have two types of secondary data: external and internal. External, such as syndicated external secondary data, which is available for a fee from research firms like IRI, National Purchase Diary Panel, and Nielsen, offers comprehensive market, consumer behavior, and sales data. For wholesalers lacking direct access to retail sales data, Syndicated data is vital. It enables them to gauge product performance, market trends, brand preferences, and competitive landscape. Utilizing scanner data from retail point-of-sale systems, wholesalers can optimize pricing, promotions, and distribution. Syndicated data empowers wholesalers to make informed decisions, gain a competitive edge, and strengthen relationships with retailers and consumers. Internal secondary data refers to the data that companies generate from their day-to-day operations. This data can be highly valuable, especially when it comes to customer information and purchase history. However, the challenge lies in making sense of the vast amount of individual data stored in data warehouses, which are large computer files. To extract valuable insights from these databases, companies often rely on data mining techniques. Data mining involves using various statistical analysis tools to uncover relationships among variables and discover patterns within the data. This enables companies to gain a deeper understanding of customer behavior, preferences, and needs. Retailers, for example, may use data mining to customize their product and service offerings based on the needs of individual customers. Loyalty card programs, such as the Ectisab card from Aloe fame or Tesco's loyalty card in the UK, collect vast amounts of information about individual customers' purchase patterns. By analyzing this data, retailers can develop strategies such as offering personalized discounts and implementing customer segmentation to better meet the needs of different customer groups. Moreover, companies have developed statistical models that can identify when a customer is dissatisfied with their service by mining customer data. This enables proactive measures to address customer issues and reduce churn levels. Churn refers to the number of customers who discontinue using a service divided by the total number of participants. By leveraging customer data and information through data mining, companies can improve their understanding of customer behavior, enhance customer satisfaction, and make strategic decisions accordingly. The goal is to generate customer-based analytics that can be applied to strategic decision-making processes, ultimately fostering stronger customer relationships and maximizing the value of each customer. Okay, as you see in this figure, primary data collection techniques can be categorized into qualitative research and quantitative research methods. Let's explore each of them. 1. Qualitative research. Qualitative research involves gathering non-numerical data to gain an in-depth understanding of a phenomenon. It focuses on exploring subjective experiences, opinions, and perceptions. Here are some common qualitative research techniques. Observation. Researchers directly observe and document behavior, interactions, and events in natural or controlled settings. This can be done through participant observation, where the researcher actively participates in the observed group, or non-participant observation, where the researcher remains detached. Social media monitoring. Researchers analyze and study conversations, discussions, and trends on social media platforms to gain insights into consumer opinions, preferences, and behaviors. In-depth interviews. Researchers conduct one-on-one interviews with individuals to delve into their thoughts, attitudes, experiences, and motivations. These interviews are typically open-ended and allow for detailed exploration of the topic. Focus groups. A small group of participants, usually 6 to 10, engage in a guided discussion led by a moderator. Focus groups facilitate interaction and generate rich qualitative data by exploring participants' opinions, perceptions, and experiences. Qualitative research provides a deep understanding of complex phenomena, helps generate hypotheses, and explores new research areas. However, it is subjective, time-consuming, and may not be representative of the larger population. 2. Quantitative research. Quantitative research involves collecting and analyzing numerical data to measure and quantify relationships, patterns, and trends. It aims to test hypotheses, confirm insights, and provide statistically significant findings. Here are some common quantitative research techniques. Surveys. Structured questionnaires are used to collect data from a large sample of respondents. Surveys can be conducted through various methods, such as online surveys, phone interviews, or in-person interviews. The collected data can be analyzed statistically to derive insights and draw conclusions. Experiments. Controlled conditions are created to manipulate variables and measure their impact on outcomes. Experimental research allows researchers to establish cause and effect relationships and control potential confounding factors. Scanner and panel data. Scanner data involves collecting sales and transaction data at the point of sale, providing detailed information on consumer purchasing behavior. Panel data involves tracking a specific group of individuals over time to gather data on their behaviors, attitudes, and preferences. Quantitative research provides precise measurements, allows for statistical analysis, and enables generalization of findings to a larger population. However, it may not capture the richness and context provided by qualitative research. In practice, researchers often combine both qualitative and quantitative methods to gain a comprehensive understanding of a research topic. Qualitative research can generate insights and hypotheses, while quantitative research can test and confirm those insights on a larger scale. Last topic we will talk about is marketing analytics. Marketing analytics involves the integration of various research and analytics methods, both qualitative and quantitative, to address marketing challenges and make informed decisions. It encompasses a range of techniques and tools to analyze data and extract insights related to marketing activities and customer behavior. Here are some key aspects to consider when examining marketing analytics. Marketing decisions. Marketing analytics aims to support decision-making processes by providing insights and evidence-based recommendations. It involves understanding the marketing problems or objectives and identifying the specific decisions that need to be made. These decisions could include optimizing marketing campaigns, improving customer segmentation and targeting, setting pricing strategies, developing product offerings, and allocating marketing budgets effectively. Analytics tools and methods. Depending on the nature of the marketing problem and the available data, different analytics tools and methods can be employed. Marketing analytics often involves the integration of multiple methods to gain a comprehensive understanding of the marketing problem. For example, qualitative research can provide initial insights and hypotheses, which can then be tested and validated using quantitative research methods. The combination of qualitative and quantitative data can provide a holistic view and more robust findings.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to channel.